Hey guys, this is Victor, the wise traditionalist nutritionist from Vitagenics. And today I want to speak to you about the best oils for cooking. Okay, stuff that is healthy, nutritious, delicious, and safe. So, a lot of times we hear people saying that you should not have a lot of fat or oil in your diet, but this is not true. Oil, fat is not bad for you. It is excellent for you, okay? Now, of course, it depends on many things. It depends on the type of oil, and whether it's been processed, the source, where you're getting it from, etc. So we're going to talk about all these different things. But really, if you've got the right oil or fat, it is nutritious and it's really important. It has so many nutrients for you. The really quick answer to this video is right here. This is a list of healthy oils that you should be having in your diet. You should be cooking with. These are especially for cooking because they don't break down as easy. Of course, butter is a little bit tricky, right? It burns rather easily, so be careful with your butter. Anyway, moving on, we're going to jump a little bit more deeply into this, talking about the type, right? This is very important. The type of oil, the bad stuff. Stay away from the vegetable oils. Stay away from canola oil, that kind of stuff. Anything that is heavily processed, manufactured, made from GMO, corn, etc. Just stay away. It's really bad. It's toxic. Okay, so you want to get the good stuff, which is, as I already said on the last page, here is the same list again. Your butter, your ghee, your lard, your tallow, your olive oil, coconut oil. These are all good oils. Goose and duck fat are really good, actually better than chicken. And avocado oil is also good oil. It maintains itself up to high temperatures. So anyway, they're all nutritious. These oils provide different nutrients, so it's really good to mix it up because you're getting different nutrition from the different oils. And basically, any animal fat is going to have a lot of nutrition and be a good cooking oil. So it's not just the duck and the goose or chicken fat, etc. So wherever you may be in the world, there might be a different animal that's readily available for you. So definitely, and eat the fat with your meats and stuff. When you're eating, don't throw away the skin. Don't cut off, trim away the fat. No, consume it. That's where the nutrition is. Okay, so moving on, the source for your cooking oils. Again, stay away from the bad stuff. And when we talk about the animal oils, I said the animal oils are really good, but you don't want oil that comes from animals that are in a CAFO or a confinement animal feeding operation. This is terrible. All the supermarket meats and things and supermarket oils, even if they're coming from animals, we don't want them from those kinds of animals. You want the animals that have been treated humanely, right? Animals from the wild or that are, raised on pastures, living naturally, okay? This is what you want, okay? That is what really provides you the best nutrition, and that is what is the most sustainable for us, for the planet. And that's what's, more morally and ethically correct, right? So we want to treat everybody well, everything well. Okay, so with that in mind, talking about palm oil is not sustainable. Yeah, it's really healthy, but it is terrible the way palm oil is processed or retrieved. They're just, burning down forests so they can grow these palm trees. So stay away from palm oil, even though it's a healthy oil. It's not good for the world. It doesn't help anybody in the long term. Another thing, be careful with olive oil. There's a lot of olive oil being adulterated or mixed with vegetable oil. Of course, this is illegal, so you really want to know your source. Make sure that you know where your olive oil is coming from. Olive oil is excellent, superb. Definitely have it in your diet. Just make sure you know it's really olive oil. And another case also, MCT oil, which is a hot, trendy thing, people putting MCT oil in their coffee. Listen, coconut oil is more than 50% MCT oil anyway, so just use coconut oil because most of the MCT oil on the market is garbage. I mean, literally, it's actually the byproduct after the beauty industry takes out just one of the MCT oils that they like to use for their beauty products. So be careful. If you are using MCT oil, if you do want to use it, make sure it's a good quality MCT oil. Okay? So moving on to the process. So I keep talking about these processed oils, right? Stay away from these things that are heavily processed, like the MCT oil and all the vegetable oils. These things are coming out of factories. Not good. When you are processing something so heavily, it's exposed to excessive heat. It's exposed to all these different mechanical pressures. These are things that damage the oil, right? And then there are potentially other allergens in the plant. And of course, we even see this on the label sometimes. And then the chemicals that are in the equipment and that are used for the processing, there's so many different chemicals. And you don't want that in your body. And then there are microbes, right? Everywhere we go, there's bacteria, fungus, etc., everywhere. And not all of those are good for us. And so they could be getting into your heavily processed oils, along with spores, which is a growing problem. Mold spores are causing a lot of trouble for us increasingly around the world. And then finally, there are other various toxins that might enter into your oil during all of these long processes that the processed oils go through. So just stay away from the processed stuff. Try to get it as pure as possible. Of course, everything is going through some packaging and a little bit of minimal processing, but you can avoid that stuff by staying natural, sticking with your animal fats, your animal oils, your coconut oil, your cold pressed coconut oil or expeller pressed. That means it has not been handled so much. Okay, so the usage, this is about cooking, right? I mentioned about cooking, and again, here's the same list. These are ideal, but there are some other oils. And then when you're using oil for cold stuff, you're making salads, olive oil is kind of the king here. We hear a lot of talk about flaxseed oil. You can use flaxseed oil, but don't use too much. I really don't like to recommend it because while it has a healthy nutritional profile, flaxseed oil goes rancid really easily during its own processing and then while you're leaving it around the house. So I don't really recommend flaxseed oil. It's just too risky. It's probably not going to have the value you think it has. I actually prefer to use flax seeds and chia seeds, and then I grind them up and put them into like kefir shakes and stuff. So then I get the nutritional benefits without the danger of the rancidity, etc. And then also, like peanut oil, sesame oil. These are really good oils and nice for flavoring, but you just don't want to use them all the time. Okay, so they're good oils, they're healthy, just don't use them a lot. Similar with flaxseed, even if you have a flaxseed oil that is not rancid, you don't want to use it excessively. There are a few other good oils. Nut oils can be good, used sparingly again for flavor, but not really for cooking. Okay, so I hope this helps you. You can get a lot more information from the Western A. Price Foundation. They have a lot of different articles that go heavily into the science and technical stuff if you want to go that way. And they can explain to you more about why you want this oil or that oil. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps you, and I hope it motivates you to really keep the fat in your diet, keep the oil in your diet. Your fats and oils have nutrition in them, vitamin D, vitamin E, so many nutrients. So use it. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your fried foods as long as you're using a good, healthy oil. Okay, thanks again for watching. I hope you subscribe. Take care.